G'day, how you going? Here we are today at Pacific Golf Club, and I've got a driver that we've had sent to us. Thank you very much to Wilson Golfer Australia. We're going to take it out for a hit today, see how it goes. The Wilson Triton Driver. So that was the winner of the driver versus driver. I like it. It seems to be, I've had it out once before at Virginia and had a bit of a hit with it. Had a hit in the shop with it. Pretty easy to adjust, fair bit of adjustability. So you've got in the shaft, a couple of weights on the bottom, a sole plate, which is very interesting. We'll talk about that when I finish. So there's a carbon fibre one and a titanium sole plate. I got the carbon fibre one on today. Nice, normal club. I like the line up here at the back. I like the fact that they put it in a silver and not a white, so you don't have the black and white. The silver makes it look really good. But we're going to take this out for a hit today. Hopefully I'll hit a couple of good ones and we can see some good distance with it. But pretty good driver. We'll have a chat about it at the end. Alright, talk to you then. Right, so here we are. Been having a hit with this today. Hit it not too bad. We have set it up a little bit different. Normally the heavier weight would be in the heel, but we've got actually in the toe. I found in the heel that actually wanted to turn over too much.
And you said it gave it a different sound.
And it gave it a different sound. I find with the weight here. So if you get one of these, there's a lot of adjustability. I put the carbon fibre plate on the bottom because the difference between that and the titanium plate was a little bit more speed.
Yeah.
And it seemed to be going a lot straighter than the, so I don't know why there's a difference between those two.
Potentially just a swing weight thing, because it's the same shaft and everything.
But you know, this club's not too bad.
What do you think of the noise? Because the sound of it's different.
The sound is a little bit louder, probably a little bit more towards like the M2 in sound. It's a very good club. It goes pretty straight, it wants to go straight. Certainly nothing wants to go to the right, even with it set up in a neutral setting and with the weight in the toe, it still wants to go straight. So
yeah, because you've been hitting a bit left and a little drawy sometimes too, which is not a bad thing.
Yep, but good club. I reckon if it stayed in my bag for a while, Mr. Wilson, I think it'd go all right. Probably a little bit longer than the current Cobra I have.
Certainly less spinning. It comes to the face faster and spins less.
It's a bit faster. I feel that it moves through the air quicker. And like I said, lines up nice on the top. I reckon it's not a bad club. Like I said, I reckon probably maybe 10 metres longer than the Cobra. So, beautiful. Get it out. Have a whirl with it. Don't be afraid to adjust the things, but it's plenty adjustability, and we'll see how it goes for the next few holes. G'day, here we are. So, the Wilson Triton Driver. Had this a few times now, out on the course. I like it. It's not a bad driver. It certainly wants to punch the ball forward. Probably need to play around with some settings. And it's interesting, I found that when you set it to a draw, that it actually changes a bit of the sound of the club altogether, and probably doesn't need to be that way. You'd probably just leave it on standard. I'd play around with the back plates just because you do get a little bit different sound with the carbon and the titanium base plate. But overall, they're onto something pretty good here. It's got good distance. I found it's going a bit longer than the Cobra that I currently have. Good driver. It's well worth taking it out, giving it a whirl. If you can, pop it against some other clubs and see how they go. But good, simple, seems to go pretty well. But as far as the settings of it go, I'd pretty well leave it at a standard setting, because I find that it does want to close it off a bit too much. And when you swing the club, I've had a couple other people hit it as well, they feel that the club wants to close anyhow. So that's a natural path of the club, wants to shut club face really quick. I find if you set it to draw, it wants to shut it even quicker, which tends to sort of pull that ball to the left. But otherwise, good solid club. I'd like to get hold of the Wilson D300 and probably put the two of them up against each other if we could. But get out, Wilson. Good stuff. Looks good, goes pretty good.